My name is Jim Murray. I'm a longtime member of the biology faculty at the University of Virginia, and since I retired I have spent most of my time trying to protect the remaining wilderness areas in the state of Virginia. Well, right at the end of the Korean War I was drafted into the Army, and they sent me out west to a station in Utah. That's where I really started hunting, and I got used to hunting in the wilderness. And I thought that was a perfectly marvelous way to see the woods and to enjoy the wildlife. When I was discharged from the Army, I came back to Virginia, got a job at teaching at Washington Lee University. And I didn't think that there would be anything like the wilderness hunting out west here in Virginia. However, I hadn't been here very long when Dr. Harry Jobson, who teaches biology at Bridgewater College, invited me to go on a hunt in Little River. We set up our camp about halfway along the drainage from Tillman Road up to the headwaters, and spent the night there, got up early, had breakfast, and went out hunting. It was a wonderful, foggy, damp morning. The woods were quiet underfoot, and we had this gorgeous hunt, still hunting up the river valley. We hadn't been going more than about a quarter of a mile, I suppose, when this beautiful 8-point buck came walking down the river, and that was my introduction to hunting in Virginia. Since then, Harry Jobson and I have hunted many years in Little River, and each time it's been a very nice experience. I have to tell one story on Dr. Jobson that he might not want me to tell. We decided one year that we would have the ultimate hunt by starting at Reddish Knob and hunting down the valley all the way down to the Tillman Road. And that's a pretty long way. So we left a car down at Tillman Road, drove up to Reddish Knob, and started down. We'd only gone just a very short distance down the hill, far too far to drag a deer up the hill, mind you, but far enough. And Harry shot the biggest deer I have ever seen. It was a great big 10-point buck. We spent the rest of the day pulling that deer down towards the main valley. And we got maybe halfway down to where we could load it up on a car. Began to get dark, so we hid the deer, abandoned it, and made our way out to the Tillman Road. Harry said, let's go and see Max Carpenter and see what he can do about it. Max is, of course, the longtime game biologist for the area. He gave us permission to quarter the deer to bring it out. So the following day, Harry and I and 2 of his students went up and took the deer, cut it up, and packed it out. That was the only way we were going to get that deer out of there. So, as you can see, it's still possible to hunt a wilderness hunt in Virginia. The headwaters of these rivers are where the big deer are going to be, and I, for one, very much enjoy being by myself back in the wilderness hunting deer. It's a wonderful thing to know that there is still wilderness available in Virginia where one can hunt. The big deer are as far in as they can get on opening day, and that's the place where one has to go to find them. I hope that we will be able to put Little River into the National Wilderness Preservation System so that that particular piece of the wilderness will stay that way for all time and years to come.